Holy crap, is it cold down here in Florida tonight? Not only do I have to wear my winter hat, but I actually had to close the windows. When I have to close the windows, you know it's cold down here, because usually I leave them open. So what's up, everybody? David here, and this is the Digital Dungeon Master update number 7 for this year. And this is for March 13th through the 26th, and we've actually got quite a bit to talk about. So the first thing is I can actually see again. And you know, you don't know what you have until you just don't have it anymore, and you take it for granted. So the last 3 months I've had blurry vision and stuff, and you know, my mother's blind as a bat, my dad was blind as a bat, so I figured eventually one day I was going to become blind as a bat as well. But I'm 44, and I defied the odds because my mother and father were in their early 20s when they had to start getting glasses. So I actually made it twice as long as everyone else in my family, which is a good thing. So went down, found out that I'm farsighted, got some glasses, and now everything's great again. I can see, and as you guys could tell, there's been quite a bit of content that has come out on the YouTube channel over the last week. So if you haven't checked out any of those videos, like my top 5 of all-time favorite games, you can also check out how I got into D&D, a bunch of other Fantasy Grounds tutorials and stuff. Check them out, guys. Alright, so now I want to do a shout out for FGCon 10. And if you guys don't know what FGCon is basically it's where all of the community of Fantasy Grounds, the players and the GMs, the DMs, they all get together, and for 3 days they just do nothing but play games. And it's a fun time. I've ran quite a few games in FGCon. And get signed up, guys. FGCon is going to be April 7th through the 9th. And sign-ups for running games are up. Sign-ups for playing in games are up. And I'll have both of those links down in the description below. Now get signed up, guys. Take advantage of it. There's Savage Worlds, there's Dungeons and Dragons, all editions, there's Pathfinder, there is Call of Cthulhu, there's Shadowrun. I mean, guys, any game that you guys want to play, it's going to be there. And get involved with the community, guys. Get signed up for a game. You know, and on a little side note here, this is a great chance for you if you're on the fence about investing into Fantasy Grounds and even trying it out. Now would be a good time for you to get signed up, play a game, and find out how you like Fantasy Grounds. I mean, it's win-win. So, like I said, guys, FGCon 10, April 7th and the 9th, get signed up. I'll be running a couple of games as well. I'll probably be doing a 5e one-shot and a Savage Worlds one-shot. So I'll announce those when I get those up. Take advantage of it, guys. FGCon is a good time. So if you guys have been watching the past several months of the Digital Dungeon Master updates, I've been mentioning several times that my computer has been in the process of slowly dying, a very slow and painful death. And I've actually ordered a new computer. And I've ordered a Ryzen 16 core processor. I've got 32 gigs of RAM coming, a GeForce 1060 GTX 6 gig card, really nice SSD drive, a standard HDD drive, and it's going to make the stream a lot better, the games better, all of the videos. I'm going to be able to do things in a much more efficient way by upgrading all of this. I'm going to be getting rid of this headset, even though it does sound really good, but you can hear a lot of it's just the way I speak. But I'm going to be getting a new boom mic with a pop filter. I'm going to be getting a processing station. And I'm really putting a lot of money into this to upgrade the quality of the streams and the videos, new webcam, new everything, basically. Hopefully I'll even have the crotch cam up, too. So I know that's sort of been like a running joke for years now. So I'll have a couple of extra webcams. So I actually want to run like 2 or 3 cams at one time, so it's going to make me be able to do that too. So I'm really looking forward to it. I ordered it a couple weeks ago. It'll be here on the 20th, and then once I get my new machine, I'm going to take the machine that I'm using right now, and I'm going to take it into the computer store. I'm going to say, look, check it out, let me know what I need, and let's fix it. And then this box that you see now, nice box, right, is going to be my streaming machine. So I'm going to basically be streaming all my old games all the time on Twitch. So you'll be able to go to the Digital Dungeon Master channel. Yes, that is changed now. It's not tabletopping anymore. It is Digital Dungeon Master at Twitch. So I'm going to be running games all the time, tutorial series, everything. So basically the stream will be running almost 24 hours a day. So it's something that I've wanted to do for a while. I can't do it on this machine in its current state now, but after it gets fixed, updated, then I'll be able to do it. So awesome. And then I'll do straw polls on what games and stuff you guys want to see on Twitch. And then whenever I go live, that machine will go off, take a little break, run the games, and then voila, everything will kind of revert back. So I'm excited about doing this, and I think it'll be great. It'll give us a chance to watch the entire 13th Age game in a row, or maybe Lost Mine of Phandelver, or Tyranny of Dragons, or something like that. So it's actually going to be pretty cool. So the next thing is I've been invited onto a Savage Worlds podcast, and it's called the Savage Worlds Wild Eye Podcast, and it is going to be recorded this Sunday on the 19th at like dark 30, because I believe a couple of the individuals that run the podcast are in Australia. So it's going to be like tomorrow for them, but today for me. Not trying to confuse you, but I'll get you a link. I'll put it in the description below. They have a Patreon page. I'll also put that down there, and you'll be able to access the podcast. I think it's like $1 a podcast or something like that. It's actually pretty cool. I've subscribed to their Patreon. When it's available, I'll let you guys know. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the Saturday game, and this is something that I've really thought about over the past couple of weeks. As you guys know, I have a ton of stuff going on, not only in my virtual world with all of you, YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that, but I've also got a lot of stuff going on in real life. And, this is, with a heavy heart, I'm going to have to discontinue for now the 50 Fathoms game, and the game actually on Saturday in general. I just need a little bit of time to myself, because now I've got 5 days during the week, and then 4 days of YouTube and D&D and stuff. So there's no middle ground there. And I don't want to get burnt out. No way am I saying I'm burnt out. But the thing to do right now is just to discontinue the Saturday game. And I don't mean discontinue in a negative way. I just mean to discontinue it. I need to kind of have a day off for, maybe one day off a week for a couple of months, and then maybe something down the line, I'll start something back up on Saturday. But don't forget, we still have the Storm King's Thunder game that is on hiatus. And I think it's going to be good for me to take a break on Saturday. I think it's going to be good for the players to take a break on Saturday. And then, because we're eventually going to come back to Storm King's Thunder. You guys know I'm running the same game on Sunday nights on the Fantasy Grounds channel. So whenever the Fantasy Grounds group is done with Storm King's Thunder, then that's when we're going to come back and start playing Storm King's Thunder with my normal Saturday group. So I think it'll be good. Plus, it's going to give me a chance to do stuff around here in real life. So, but I'll still probably stream on Saturday. I'll probably still be doing prepping and stuff, which I'll be getting to that in just a second. So, 50 Fathoms game, it was really fun, and I want to do 50 Fathoms, and it's probably my favorite Savage Worlds setting. I really love 50 Fathoms. But I think it's, seeing that we're only a couple of sessions in, I've already lost one player. I just think it's a good thing to kind of just back away from it for now. And we're definitely going to revisit it down the line. There's no doubt about it. 50 Fathoms is definitely going to be one of the first things I do for Savage Worlds. And then we have the Zombie Apocalypse game too, this same group of people on Saturday. So we have 2 games in hiatus that we can always come back to. So, but like I said, it was something that I've thought about for the past couple of weeks, and it's just the best to do this. So I apologize to all you guys, but we will continue these games down the line. There's no doubt about it. All right, so moving on. If you guys know Josh, he does a lot of the cool things for me, like the Patreon update. And also he's done some things for me, like the little digital dungeon master that pops right up here in the corner. So he's going to be doing some other things for me. He's going to be doing some animated emoticons for the Twitch channel, because that's a new thing for partner channels. And he's also going to be doing a couple of other small things for me that's going to aid in the videos that I'm going to be creating. I'm going to be doing a lot more top 5 and top 10 videos, but it's going to be all RPG related. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. So Josh, thank you very much for working on that stuff, and I just wanted to give you a shout out on that. So, all right, next thing, projects that I've been working on. You guys know that I've been working on entering all the data into Numenera and the Fantasy Grounds for quite a while. I'm actually almost done with the core book. I'm still working on the Gazetteer, because I love the interactive maps, how you're able to make these in Fantasy Grounds, you know, with your map and all of your pins and stuff that you can just click on for those areas. I love that. So that's what's taken a little bit more time. And plus there's a whole World Gazetteer that I'm trying to incorporate. So it's like sort of 2 books, and then I started doing some stuff out of the bestiary, and now there's another bestiary that I'm going to be getting in the mail here in the next couple of weeks or so. So Numenera, definitely going to be playing Numenera, but I just want to make sure everything's in Fantasy Grounds and everything is organized before we start playing. All right, so what I'm also working on is, you guys know I love Savage Worlds. It's you know, almost my favorite rule set. You know, if I hadn't been playing D&D so long, and you know, my exuberant love for D&D, I'd probably have Savage Worlds as my favorite. But I do love Savage Worlds, and I'm taking the Pathfinder stuff and I'm converting Pathfinder into Savage Worlds, and I'm converting it from a content standpoint. You know, especially what you have to take into consideration, a lot of variables. All of the different skill checks. There are more skill checks in Pathfinder than there are in Savage Worlds. There's a hell of a lot more stuff with the classes and a lot of feats and stuff. So I'm trying to find a perfect medium and convert all that stuff into Pathfinder slowly. And also spells versus powers in Savage Worlds. So it's a huge project. I want to start playing Pathfinder, but as you guys know, Pathfinder is not one of my favorite rule sets. In fact, they didn't even make my top 5 for all time. But I do love Savage Worlds, and I love the lore of Pathfinder. Golarion, that is probably one of the most well put together worlds in any game. Hellfrost is pretty well put together too. So I'm trying to find a perfect medium between Savage Worlds and Pathfinder to make it Savage Worlds Fast and Furious with Pathfinder merged together. And I'm going to be doing a couple one-shots actually pretty soon. I've got a lot of it already done. I've been working on this for months now, along with the Numenera. But I really never mentioned anything about Pathfinder. But I'm going to be doing a couple one-shots pretty soon, and they may actually fall on that Saturday, but it's not going to be every Saturday. But it'll be like maybe once or twice, just so I can kind of test out and get the feel to see if the way that I'm going to be able to handle the skill checks and the high DCs and stuff is going to basically work out. And plus with all of the new spell schools and stuff that I've created, we'll see if it works out. So that'll be coming down the line for sure. Now, I mentioned that about my schedule. Now, on my website, and also on the offline screen of the Twitch channel, here in the next couple of days, I'm going to have a new schedule matrix that will have 7 columns, Monday through Sunday, and I will have all of the days and times when you can expect me to be on Twitch. And this is probably going to happen. I'll have the schedule up in advance, but the actual follow-through of the schedule and the implementation of the schedule will probably not happen until I get my new computer, because I just don't think I just don't want to push it with this PC, because if I push it and if it goes down, then I'm in the dark and I have no PC until the 20th, which is only 4 days away. But I'd rather not blow anything up and catch the house on fire, if you know what I mean. So I'll have a new schedule out there. It'll be on the website. I'll also put it on Facebook. I'll tweet it out, and it'll also be on the offline screen of the Digital Dungeon Master Twitch channel. All right. Now, next, I want to also talk about videos that I've got coming out. There will be some videos coming out, but not like there was last week. Because now I'm kind of in the conversion process of getting everything off of this computer onto my storage cloud, and then I have to put everything back from my storage cloud onto my new machine. So that's going to be a lot of work. That's because I have to go through everything. I've got 5 years of storage on this computer. So everything is nice and organized, but the tens of thousands of assets and tokens and stuff that I have to get on my cloud. And I should have done that a long time ago, because I could have lost it if my PC went down. The thousands of maps that I have, I've got to get all that stuff over and back. So it's going to be a time-consuming process. There probably won't be a lot of Fantasy Grounds tutorials or even top 5s or 10s or even videos in general, except for gameplay. Except for I will have the new Out of the Abyss campaign diary. That'll be out in the next couple of days. So Session 3, look forward to seeing that. And of course, you know, the Adventures League game and stuff like that. So look for that. But like I said, I get to the computer on the 20th. It'll probably be about the 22nd or so. I'm thinking it'll take a couple of days to get everything set up right and ready to start recording videos and streaming again. Alright, so the last thing I want to mention is a really quick patron update, and I'll have a more detailed one for you next video, but I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be revamping a lot of the patron levels and a lot of the reward levels, so look for those changes within the next couple of days. So I think that's about it, everybody. Everything is on schedule, excluding the Saturday game. We're going to be taking a break from that for a while, like I said. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave a comment down below and also get signed up for FGCon 10. I'll have all those links down there for you. So until next time, everybody, stay subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? And I'll see you next time.